Morning YouTubers. Well, I've had this Feiyu Tech G5 gimbal for a week now, and I thought I'd give you my thoughts. First and foremost, it's a great piece of kit. I love the quality. Build quality is excellent. It really is. And after looking at other gimbals, I definitely feel that I've chose the best built gimbal. If you're considering one of these, no doubt like me, you've been wooed by the amazing footage from all the company's promotional videos. People skiing, running up and down mountains, snowboarding, everything. It looks absolutely amazing. But here's the problem. I don't ski. I don't mountain bike. I don't run up and down mountains. So why do I need a gimbal? Well, my thoughts on it were that if it can make stabilized footage from extreme activities like that, then for my own home movies, it really should be fantastic. I'm just walking around on the beach, I'm filming my family, I'm doing sunsets, I'm walking around in beautiful places. So surely having stabilized footage is the way forward. So that's the main reason for me going for the gimbal. I wanted stabilized footage. But here's the problem. When you look at the footage, it's good, it's okay. And if you look around on YouTube, everybody that's bought one of these is walking along and filming for 1-2 minutes to check to see if the footage is stabilized. But the reality is, and I don't know about you guys, but when I'm making movies, I shoot for 10-12 seconds, and when I go into post-production, I kind of cut those scenes down to 4 or 5 seconds. So all the footage that you see of people walking along, trying out the gimbal, people then commenting that it's not that stabilized, I think is false. And I've done the same thing already in my previous video, whereby I'm walking along, I'm testing it, and people are saying it's quite shaky. Well, yeah, it is, but I've been filming for 3 to 4 minutes, I don't know how long. But I would never do that out in the field. And another thing, when you're walking around with the gimbal, the GoPro is no longer a GoPro in my opinion. The thing is, we bought GoPro cameras because we could throw them in our bag. We could make reasonably good movies. By doing a little bit of post-production or minimal editing experience, you could put something out quite good. Whereas now, having the gimbal, you've got to be a little bit more careful with it. And the GoPro is no longer rugged. The GoPro is not a thing that you can throw in your bag. So by attaching a GoPro to a gimbal, is it making it no longer the rugged, throw in the bag action camera that we bought the GoPros for in the first place? And this is the reason why I made this movie, because there's nothing really out there on YouTube or on the web of people talking like this. The only things you see are the manufacturer's amazing video, and let's be honest, that's all done in post-production to make it super smooth. People are even putting things in slow motion. Well, beautiful stabilized footage in slow-mo, even if it's not perfectly stabilized, will be smooth. So again, is it just marketing? And no one's talking about, well, will I really use the gimbal? Now, I'm happy I've bought the gimbal, but some people maybe are considering buying one, and they're thinking to themselves, $300 US, it's a lot of money. Will it make a real difference to my films and movies? And right now, I have to say, no. I'm getting older, so my hands are a little bit shaky, so it will make a little bit of a difference there. But I really think it's coming down to shooting style. And if you really want stabilized footage, then maybe buy a camera with in-camera stabilization or a better camera. And I think this is the question. Are you owning a GoPro because you want the flexibility of dropping it, diving, that type of thing? Or do you want to make serious movies? And if you want to make serious movies, then you wouldn't really be using a GoPro. You would buy a great DSLR and combine some of your underwater shots that you may do, or swimming pool shots, with a GoPro HERO. So in summary, I'm very happy that I've bought this. But whether it is a necessary tool to make your movies better, I'm really not sure. There's a really interesting link above from a guy that's done a comparison between 3 gimbals, Feiyu G5, Karma Grip, and an Evo GP Pro, I think. And I'd really recommend you look at it, because he comes across with similar ideas to me. His recommendation at the end is to go for an Osmo, which I don't agree with. But again, he's one of the first people that's actually talked about whether a gimbal, as beautiful as they are they really worth it? Oh, and one last thing. This movie will finish with some of my footage that I've been taking with the gimbal in the last few days. Again, let me know your thoughts. Thanks, guys.